Well, it's great to have you along on this very foggy evening where more widespread dense fog is going to be likely overnight, very likely with slow travel, not only tonight but into tomorrow morning. So slow travel, delays will be possible, and visibility for many of us. And if you've been out at any point this evening, you probably have seen it below 1/4 of a mile. Very low visibility for lakeshore areas, Monroe County through the Toledo Metro, much of Wood and Hancock County. This is pea soup fog. It is below 1/4 of a mile visibility. Very thick fog extends to our lakeshore from Port Clinton to Fremont down through Tiffin, and we've got numerous areas, in fact every county in northwest Ohio, under a dense fog advisory. Now, depending on where you are, it's turning cooler to the west where skies are clearing out back at the mid and upper 30s, still hanging on to the mid 40s. We're going to get close to the freezing mark overnight tonight as clouds do clear from the west, and that will allow some of that fog to persist not only as we go into early Friday morning, but perhaps even through daybreak. So let's talk the hour by hour forecast. And I'm going to stop the clock 4 a.m. because we've got widespread fog. Now, north of the Maumee River, we have clear skies up toward Hillsdale, Lenawee, and parts of Williams County. That thicker fog is south of Toledo, through the Toledo Metro, and areas to the east. It will stick around. It looks through daybreak, and many of us could be dealing with quarter-mile visibility. That is going to escalate that concern for school delays and travel issues into our Friday morning. This fog, some of the latest indications show this could be very slow to lift. Quarter-mile visibility could even linger through mid to late morning for a few areas east of I-75. So travel trouble spots will be expected into Friday morning just due to the fog. Most areas will stay just above freezing, so I don't anticipate widespread freezing fog, but always be cautious. Any few slippery spots on the roads that could develop. Highs into the afternoon, we'll make it through the upper 40s, a few spots into the low 50s south of Toledo on Friday. Then a push of colder air. This happens Friday evening, may spark off a sprinkle or a snowflake. Nothing that's going to be widespread, but check this out into Saturday morning. It is going to be cold Saturday morning, upper teens and lower 20s with that cold northerly wind. Wind chills could be in the upper single digits and lower teens into Saturday morning. A cold, brisk day Saturday afternoon. Highs are going to be right around the mid 30s. For tonight, dense fog is going to be the big issue. We fall back into the lower 30s, near or just above the freezing mark. After that fog lifts, we'll get some sunshine, then more clouds roll in through the afternoon. A brief chance of an evening snowflake or a raindrop as we begin to turn cooler, and we plunge back into the 30s for Saturday. It's just one day that turns cooler. Warmer the 2 weekend days will be Sunday into the lower 50s, mid 50s on Monday. Although watch the lakeshore areas, a cooler lake breeze will be possible. Record warmth out there Tuesday and Wednesday. We're going to be calling for highs into the upper 60s. Scattered showers, even a few rumbles of thunder may be possible Wednesday before briefly turning cooler again. Dip it back into the 40s late next week.